In the year 5000 AD, humanity had transcended beyond the physical constraints that once bound them to the terrestrial confines of Earth. Having evolved into beings of immense intellectual capacity and with technological advancements that seemed almost magical, these evolved humans had little in common with the people of the past. As they looked back upon their lineage, the evolved humans decided it was time to reveal the truth of mankind's transformation to their ancestors. The journey back. The mission was ambitious and unprecedented. A small group of evolved humans had volunteered to undertake a journey unlike any before, to travel back in time to the year 2024. Their vessel, the Chronoskipper, was equipped with the ability to breach the temporal barriers, a technology that their ancestors could only dream of. The crew, led by Captain Ilara, was composed of the brightest minds and the most enlightened souls, each bearing the collective knowledge of millennia. Arrival. As the Chronoskipper pierced through the temporal veil, the bright lights of temporal transition gave way to the blue skies of early 21st century Earth. The crew members braced themselves as they made their descent into a remote area, ensuring their arrival went unnoticed by the contemporary population. The ship landed gracefully, concealed by the natural camouflage of dense woodland. The first contact Captain Ilara assembled her team, composed of historians, scientists, and diplomats, each prepared to engage with the key figures of this era. Their objective was clear: to gently introduce themselves and the truths of the future, paving the way for a smoother transition into the eventual evolution of mankind. The team's first encounter was with Dr. Lena Cartwright, a renowned astrophysicist known for her theories on quantum entanglement and its potential implications for time travel. It was no coincidence that Dr. Cartwright was their first contact. Her open-mindedness made her an ideal candidate to comprehend and accept the realities of the future. The revelation. The meeting took place in the quiet seclusion of Dr. Cartwright's observatory late at night. Captain Ilara and her team revealed their origins and the purpose of their mission. To Dr. Cartwright's credit, her astonishment quickly gave way to scientific curiosity. The evolution of mankind has reached a point where we no longer experience life as you do. We exist in a state of enhanced consciousness, interconnected with all forms of life and technology, explained Captain Ilara. Our return is to assist humanity in avoiding the pitfalls that we ourselves faced centuries ago. The proof. To lend credibility to their claims, the team shared technological insights and predictions of imminent global events, all verifiable within Dr. Cartwright's lifetime. They demonstrated small-scale advanced technologies that, while simplistic for them, were revolutionary to contemporary eyes. As dawn approached, Captain Ilara knew that their initial introduction had to be brief, yet impactful. We will be here for some time, Dr. Cartwright. We hope to work together to reveal the greater truth of humanity's potential and the path that lies ahead. Dr. Cartwright, her mind racing with thoughts and possibilities, nodded in agreement. This is a lot to take in, but I am ready. Let's start this journey. As the sun rose, marking the beginning of a new day, it also heralded the dawn of a new era for mankind. The evolved humans were here to guide their ancestors, and Earth was on the precipice of a monumental transformation. On the outskirts of a bustling city, the Chronoskipper lay hidden beneath an illusory veil, meticulously crafted by the evolved human's superior technology. Inside, Captain Ilara convened a strategic meeting with her core team, discussing the next steps in their mission. The atmosphere was charged with a palpable sense of purpose and urgency. The collaboration. Back at Dr. Cartwright's observatory, they delved deeper into the science of temporal mechanics. Dr. Cartwright, grappling with the implications of what she had learned, eagerly absorbed every fragment of knowledge the team shared. Together, they explored theories that once bordered on science fiction, now tangible and ripe for development. Imagine harnessing the quantum entanglement properties we discussed to create a predictive model for climate change, suggested Dr. Cartwright, her eyes alight with the spark of innovation. That aligns with our technologies for environmental stabilization in the future. Let's sketch out a prototype, replied Jackson, the team's chief engineer, his voice brimming with excitement. The outreach understanding. The necessity of broader engagement, the team decided to expand their circle. They reached out to other influential thinkers and leaders around the globe. Each meeting was carefully planned to ensure the message was both comprehensible and compelling, tailored to the unique perspectives and expertise of each new participant. In Tokyo, they met with a leading roboticist to discuss the ethical integration of AI with human consciousness. In Paris, conversations with a bioethicist helped bridge the gaps in understanding genetically enhanced humans. Each interaction was a thread in the vast tapestry they aimed to weave, the confrontation. However, not all were ready to embrace such a profound shift. A televised debate was arranged, where Captain Alara faced off against a panel of skeptics and critics. The world watched as they presented their vision of the future, challenged by hard-hitting questions about the implications of their technologies on privacy, autonomy, and identity. Alara stood calm and composed, her responses thoughtful and clear. We understand the fears that come with change, but we also know the calamities that can be avoided if we choose to learn from the future rather than repeat the mistakes of the past. The discovery. Amid these unfolding events, a startling discovery accelerated their efforts. Anomalies began appearing around the globe, temporal distortions that could potentially unravel the fabric of time itself. The team realized that their presence on Earth might be affecting the timeline more significantly than anticipated. We need to address these distortions, Alara announced to her team. Our mission is to enlighten, not endanger. Together with Dr. Cartwright and the newly formed coalition of global thinkers, they set to work. Harnessing both current Earth technologies and those brought from the future, they began constructing a device capable of stabilizing the anomalies. As they worked, the boundaries between past and future, between evolved humans and their ancestors, began to blur. A new understanding emerged, one rooted in mutual respect and a shared commitment to safeguard humanity's destiny. This collaboration was the first true testament to the unity that the evolved humans hoped to foster. A unity not just across space, but across time. In the depths of the Chrono Skipper, the evolved humans monitored the distortions with growing concern. The anomalies were not merely random fluctuations in the temporal field. They were signs of potential catastrophic timeline breaches. The evolved humans understood they were at a crucial juncture, balancing on the fine edge between correcting the past and irreparably damaging both futures. Ilara convened an emergency session with the global leaders and thinkers who had joined their cause. Via secure communication channels, they discussed the implications of the temporal anomalies and strategized on potential solutions. These distortions might be a byproduct of our interference, she explained. We must consider every action carefully. Meanwhile, on the public front, skepticism grew. Conspiracy theorists and fearmongers stoked the fires of distrust, spreading rumors of alien invasions and government cover-ups. The team needed to counteract this misinformation with transparency and truth. To this end, they organized a series of public demonstrations of their technology, showing how it could be used to heal rather than harm. In Geneva, they showcased a device capable of decontaminating large bodies of water within minutes, a boon for a planet grappling with pollution and climate change. In Mumbai, they introduced agricultural enhancements that could triple crop yields without the need for harmful pesticides. As each demonstration passed, public opinion began to shift. Fear slowly turned into fascination, and fascination into a tentative hope. People started to see the evolved humans not as harbingers of doom, but as bearers of solutions to age-old problems. Back at the Temporal Research Facility, Dr. Cartwright and her team made a breakthrough. They had developed a prototype for a temporal stabilizer, designed to realign the disturbances caused by their time travel activities. The device was as elegant as it was effective, utilizing a complex array of quantum fields to reinforce the fabric of time. The first test was a success. The nearest anomaly, previously a swirling mass of chaotic energy just off the coast of New Zealand, stabilized, and dissolved. This victory was a relief, but the global team knew they had many more to address. Each anomaly required a carefully calibrated approach, considering its unique characteristics and potential impacts on the surrounding environment. As the evolved humans and their Earth-based collaborators worked together, the lines between them continued to blur. They shared knowledge freely, learning from each other's experiences and perspectives. The evolved humans began to understand the emotions and struggles of their ancestors, while the people of Earth were inspired by the possibilities of their own future. Amid this exchange, a deeper connection formed, beyond technology and science. They were building a bridge across time, a bridge made not just of knowledge and machinery, but of shared goals and mutual dreams for a better future. As they continued their mission, they were not only stabilizing the timeline, but also weaving a new narrative for humanity, one of unity and cooperation across all barriers. As the campaign to stabilize the temporal anomalies continued, the evolved humans faced a new challenge: the complexities of human emotion and politics on Earth. The initial surge of goodwill was waning as various factions and governments sought control over the newly introduced technologies. It became apparent that sharing advanced technology was not just a matter of physics, but of diplomacy and ethics. Ilara and her team needed a strategy to manage this growing tension. They proposed the formation of an international body governed by representatives from all major nations, as well as non-governmental organizations, to oversee the fair distribution and use of their technologies. The proposition was debated vigorously in forums and meetings around the world, with Ilara participating in many of them, her presence a calm amid the storm of political ambitions. In parallel, the team worked with Dr. Cartwright and her group to refine the temporal stabilizer. The next version was more portable and could be deployed easily anywhere on Earth. This advancement allowed them to address anomalies more quickly, demonstrating their commitment to global safety and earning them further trust from Earth's governments. The team also developed a training program for Earth's scientists and engineers, enabling them to understand and eventually manage the technology independently. These sessions were held in various locations, from Silicon Valley to Shenzhen, creating hubs of knowledge that sparked innovation and excitement. Amid these developments, a significant event unfolded in Antarctica. An anomaly larger than any previously seen had appeared, threatening not just the local environment, but potentially causing global repercussions. The team deployed with the latest version of the temporal stabilizer, accompanied by a group of international scientists. As they set up the device on the icy plains, the scale of the challenge was clear. This anomaly was not just a disturbance in time, but had begun affecting the Earth's magnetic field, causing disruptions in satellite communications and global navigation systems. The stabilization process was tense, with the team adjusting the device's settings as they monitored the fluctuation in real-time data. The world watched, this time not out of fear but with hope. The operation was broadcast live, narrated by scientists who explained the steps being taken to secure the anomaly and the science behind it. Finally, after hours of painstaking adjustments, the anomaly began to shrink, its rate of collapse accelerating until it vanished completely. The success was celebrated worldwide. It was a testament to human cooperation and the potential of shared future technology. However, not all were convinced of the benefits. A faction of skeptics, led by influential figures in the tech and political spheres, started to voice concerns about dependency on the evolved humans' technology. They argued that Earth should develop its own solutions independently to avoid technological colonization. In response, Ilara initiated a series of dialogues aimed at addressing these concerns. She emphasized that the evolved humans' goal was not to create dependency, but to uplift humanity to a point where they could join the galactic community as equals. These discussions were challenging, requiring a delicate balance between providing enough information to assure the skeptics and protecting the evolved humans' own timelines and technologies from exploitation. As the global community grappled with these complex issues, the team remained committed to their mission. They continued to work on stabilizing anomalies, sharing knowledge, and building a foundation for a future where Earth could stand as a partner in the vast and mysterious cosmos. As Earth approached the end of the 5-year transition plan, the landscape of human civilization had irrevocably changed. Cities had transformed with the integration of advanced technologies, becoming models of efficiency and sustainability. Governments, once skeptical of the rapid changes, now embraced these new tools to address their most pressing issues, from climate action to economic inequality. However, the path to this new equilibrium was not smooth, marked by periods of unrest and adaptation challenges. The final phase of the transition plan was the most critical, involving the transfer of control over the key technologies from the evolved humans to Earth's own institutions. This phase was designed to ensure that all nations were equipped to maintain and advance the technologies independently. Ilara and her team worked closely with global leaders, providing support and training to ensure that each country could sustain the progress made over the past few years. In preparation for their departure, the evolved humans organized a series of symposiums around the world. These events were aimed at showcasing the successes of the collaboration and setting the stage for the future. They highlighted remarkable case studies. Regions once plagued by drought now flourished thanks to weather modification technologies. Cities that had suffered from crippling pollution were now clean, powered by renewable energy systems developed through the intertemporal collaboration. Yet, the departure of the evolved humans stirred a mix of emotions across the globe. While many celebrated the newfound autonomy and the promise of a self-sustaining future, others felt a pang of uncertainty, wary of losing the guidance and security the evolved humans had provided. During the final global broadcast, Ilara addressed these mixed feelings. Our goal was never to stay indefinitely, but to empower you to create your own future, one that you can sustain and evolve independently. We leave you with the tools, knowledge, and most importantly, the understanding that the future is not something to be feared, but embraced with creativity and courage. As the evolved humans prepared to return to their time, the world marked this moment with a mixture of celebration and solemn reflection. The departure day, as it came to be known, was observed with various ceremonies reflecting the diverse cultures of Earth. In every corner of the planet, people looked up as the Chronos skipper made its ascent into the sky, a gleaming speck disappearing into the cosmos. The legacy of the evolved humans was a world united not just by technology, but by a shared vision of progress and mutual respect. Their time on Earth had catalyzed a global renaissance, sparking a collective endeavor to pursue a future that was more just, sustainable, and boundless. In the years that followed, Earth continued to thrive. New alliances were forged, and former geopolitical rivals found common ground in their joint efforts to manage and advance the technologies left behind. Humanity had not only adapted to the new tools and knowledge, but had also begun to shape their own innovations, inspired by the possibilities that had been opened to them. The evolved humans, watching from their own timeline, saw that their intervention had altered the course of history in profound ways, not by dictating the path, but by empowering humanity to chart its own course through the stars. They had fulfilled their mission, not just to prevent disaster, but to inspire a renaissance of human potential. A testament to the enduring spirit of cooperation and curiosity that defined humanity across all eras. The balance of global power began to shift as more countries gained access to the advanced technologies shared by the evolved humans. With each passing week, breakthroughs previously thought to be decades away were achieved overnight, propelling Earth into a new era of innovation and prosperity. Yet with rapid advancement came new challenges. Disparities in technological adaptation among nations started to widen, threatening to fracture the international cooperation that had been carefully cultivated. Ilara and her team, aware of the growing tension, intensified their efforts to democratize access to knowledge and technology. They launched a series of global initiatives aimed at ensuring all nations could benefit equally from the advancements. These included technology sharing agreements, development of open-source platforms, and the creation of international innovation hubs where scientists from around the world could collaborate on projects that addressed global challenges. In the midst of this transformative period, a new kind of anomaly appeared, different from those they had encountered before. This anomaly didn't distort time, but seemed to absorb energy at an alarming rate, creating a void that threatened to consume everything around it. The evolved humans realized that this was not a natural occurrence, but a byproduct of the temporal technologies being misused. The race to contain the energy-absorbing anomaly brought together the best minds on Earth and from the evolved humans. Working in the shadows of the Ural Mountains, where the anomaly had surfaced, they engineered a containment field that could insulate the anomaly, preventing it from drawing more energy. This high-stakes operation served as a stark reminder of the potential dangers of their technology. Meanwhile, the public debates and discussions around technology dependency continued to grow. Critics argued that Earth was ceding too much control to the evolved humans, becoming reliant on off-world solutions for on-world problems. In an effort to quell these concerns, Ilara agreed to participate in a globally televised forum, where she openly addressed the criticisms and outlined a clear plan for gradually transferring control of the technology to Earth's governments. During the forum, Ilara detailed a 5-year transition plan that included training programs for Earth's leaders and technical specialists. She stressed the importance of creating sustainable, independent systems that would operate without direct oversight from the evolved humans. The plan was well received by many, but some remained skeptical, wary of the irreversible changes that were reshaping their world. As Earth continued to grapple with these existential and ethical dilemmas, the evolved humans began to see the depth of human resilience and adaptability. They witnessed societies adapting to the new realities of their world, finding ways to integrate advanced technologies with their daily lives, creating a hybrid of Earth-born ideas and extraterrestrial technologies. In a bid to foster deeper understanding and cooperation, the evolved humans hosted an intercultural exchange event, inviting artists, philosophers, and thinkers from across the globe to share their perspectives on the future. This event, held in a virtual space accessible to billions, showcased the diverse cultural heritage of Earth alongside visions of the future inspired by the evolved humans. The festival was a mosaic of human creativity and vision, featuring virtual art installations that used quantum holography, performances by AI-enhanced musicians, and interactive debates on the role of humanity in an increasingly automated and interconnected universe. It highlighted the unique contributions of Earth's cultures to the universal tapestry and sparked a renewed appreciation for the richness of human diversity. Amidst this backdrop of cultural celebration and technological marvel, Earth and its people continued to navigate the complexities of their new reality. The evolved humans remained partners and mentors, guiding Earth towards a future where technology and humanity could coexist in harmony, shaping a world where every individual could thrive.